Joe's state of confusion was nothing but lies, and the American people are catching on to that. According to CNN, Biden's address to Congress was the lowest rated State of the Union in 25 years. Only a mere 34% of Americans reacted very positively to his speech, perhaps due in large part to angry outbursts that made no sense, like this one.
Autocracy has grown weaker, not stronger. Name me a world leader who changed places with Xi Jinping. Name me one. Name me one.
Ugh, honestly, who could blame him? The whole internet is at a loss for words, too, after witnessing the First Lady and the Second Gentleman's cringeworthy kiss in the nosebleeds. Oh, gross. But let's not forget about our malfunctioning robot of a vice president who hid her outrage behind a death stare. For some reason, she looked like she couldn't breathe the whole time. Very interesting to watch what's going on at these addresses. Joining me now is Turning Point USA contributor Erin Elmore. Erin, it's great to see you, and what a great person to react to all this. I would have loved to have watched the State of the Union with you last night, because I can only imagine the comments that were made in your household. But let's talk about the kiss that was seen around the world. Joe Biden, or Jill Biden, and the First Gentleman. But it wasn't the first time Jill smooched someone other than Joe. Back in 2016, she was going after Jeff Bezos. They shared a kiss on the lips at the White House. What do you make of this? I mean, there's a lot of memes going around, and they're great, but people are really reacting to this kiss on the lips between the two of them.
Well, I guess the pandemic's not over, or is it? By the way, I'm wearing my purple to pay homage to Big Dr. Jill last night when she did that big old smooch with the First Gentleman. But the biggest factor here is, what would the country have done? What would the liberal media have done if this was Melania Trump? They are saying this is no big deal. They are either staying silent or just saying it was a bad camera angle. But if this were Melania, there would have been outrage. So there's, of course, a double standard when we see Dr. Jill and Doug Emhoff. But if it were Melania, God forbid.
Well, you know what, Erin, love is love. We'll leave it at that. But moving along to some of the more awkward moments, Kamala Harris, we watched her behind the president, and people were really having a field day making fun of these forced and calculated reactions that she had. One Twitter user said they thought Kamala was replaced by an AI robot. Another tweeted that she's seeing how long she can hold her breath. I don't know. I was wondering what was going on. I think back to when we'd watch Pelosi behind Trump, and she was always contorting her mouth and making those funny movements with her mouth. What do you make of Kamala? What is she thinking? Is she just calculating her next move, that she's going to be in the White House next, that Biden's not going to make it to 24?
I mean, I think it was basically, do I stand now? Do I clap now? Do I smile now? Do I look concerned now? Do I feign excitement? Do I say, we're going to see the craters of the moon with your own eyes? I love Venn diagrams. She basically is on repeat with the same behaviors and same words over and over again. We haven't seen her have an independent thought in 2 years. So basically, this was just another example, yet wordless, of her trying to decide what the right thing to do is, but she doesn't seem to have a personality or ability to cultivate a real reaction. So she just basically clap, smile, stand like a Stepford wife of the White House.
Well, let me ask you about this, because Washington is not exactly known for great fashion. You, my friend, have some of the best fashion sense I've ever seen. Every time I see you, I'm like, Erin, where did you get that? You always have a great outfit. But the left, actually anybody that was watching was really talking about some of these outfits that we saw. This is what The View had to say about what Marjorie Taylor Greene wore. Listen.
I was distracted by Marjorie Taylor Greene's jacket.
Oh my God!
It looked like she skinned my puppy. I was very. Alyssa, there's Herbie not being pleased by this look.
It was like a little Cruella DeVille.
Okay, Erin, how do you rate MTG's outfit last night?
Well, I think The View is just women supporting other women. They really are just feminists who believe in the cause of all women. Her jacket was basically a wool peacoat with a fur collar. I mean, as someone who likes to wear fur and travel to ski destinations, there seems to be absolutely nothing wrong with this. And she even spoke about this. Marjorie Taylor Greene said she bought this when she was on a trip, helping get Liz Cheney out of her seat. So it's sort of sentimental to her. But of course, the ladies of The View only insult Republicans. There were plenty of Democrats last night that were not well dressed.
She looked very nice. Let's put up the picture of Kirsten Sinema. We don't have a ton of time left, but she really stood out in that bright yellow with the massive puffy sleeves. She's known for selling a lot of her clothing on Facebook Marketplace. I'm just wondering if that's how she's going to make a few bucks in Biden's economy, selling the State of the Union dress. What do you think, Erin? I got about 10 seconds.
Hunter sells art. She sells dresses. These Democrats need a grift, and this outfit gets 2 thumbs down. And by the way, Biden spoke for 73 minutes, and it was nothing but lies. Next time, you and I should watch it together and do a little wine drinking game.
Erin, good to see you. We got to run. That's going to do it for us, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. Greg Kelly Reports up next.